Beautiful people. How are you doing? What have you heard about boarding school? I've had things about boarding school growing up, but I want us to listen to this lady as she shares her own boarding school ordeal, and I'll come back and give my take on it. All right, so let's get right into it.
My name is, we're going to skip that part. I'm from Enugu State. I schooled in a very popular boarding school. To be honest, what I saw there is so heartbreaking. So many things are going wrong over there. When I was in boarding school, after the first year, I told my mom I didn't want to continue there because what I saw there was so bad. I didn't want to join bad gang. When I was in school, some of my seniors lured me into something so bad. I am not proud of it. I am not proud of all the things I did. It's so shameful even telling this story, but I have to tell it so that people can learn from my story. I am barren today is because of boarding school. A group of girls came to me. They wanted me to be their friend. They approached me. I accepted because I've once seen them reading together, studying together. I didn't know they were into something big. I joined them. We started reading together. We started studying together. Yeah, the next year, they asked me to join their main group. I asked what the group was for. They told me it's for protection, that they protect each other there. So I felt maybe it's just the same thing that we are doing, and I accepted to join them. Started noticing that some of them smokes. I was told that I'll be going to night duty with them. I didn't know what the night duty was all about, but I thought maybe it's something like reading out at night or what we call night class. I dressed up. When I dressed up, they told me that what I'm wearing is not looking nice. So they gave me their clothes. So when we got there, we got inside there and it was something like a club. Immediately we entered, they told me that I have to behave myself. A woman came and asked them, who is this little one amongst them? And they said she's a new catch. Told me that I was going to sleep with a man. I didn't understand what they were saying. The men they came to see, all of them came out and started going with them one after the other. First time, and said by 4:30 that all of us should be out. So that was how one man came and took me. I was asking them where the man was taking me to, but they told me that I will see when I get there. That it's part of what they do for fun. There are two men already inside there, making them three. I was forced to sleep with that man that night. I didn't know what happened, but the only thing I could remember was that they gave me a drink and forced me to take it. After taking it, I didn't know what else happened. But when I woke up in the morning, like not really morning, when I woke up, I was bleeding heavily. I didn't know what happened to me. Mind you, after taking that drink, I woke up and I was in the hostel. How I got back to that hostel till today, I don't know. But I woke up in my hostel and I woke up in a pool of blood. When I asked, they told me that it's my period. But the time for my period is even very fast, so I didn't know what happened. I got up, tried to move, and I felt a very sharp pain. All my body was bruised up. I didn't know what happened to me. I was asking myself, was I raped? They shut me up and told me nobody raped me. That incident, it repeated a few more times, and that was how life continued. I joined them and we started running things together. At the time I went home, I wanted to, tell my mom about it, but I want to change school. My mom refused. Daddy about it. My daddy accepted, but my mom refused. And it got to a point that my mommy and daddy had to fight over it. That my mommy told my daddy that this is not how to train a child. They sent me back again. At the time I went to that school, I didn't have any other choice because these girls are highly connected. They are the order of the day in school. The next day, started going out often. When girls are needed, they will call us to come and perform. That was how my life started. So fast forward to when I got pregnant in school. I didn't know who was responsible. My friends advised we take it off. I thought we were supposed to take some medications and everything will go off. They told me that they have a way they do it in school. On the day I'm supposed to do it, we went to the school, our hostel bathroom. When they brought out that object, I didn't know what it was for. I had to fold the hanger very well and very straight. They told me the pain is going to be sharp and That was it. They did it on me. The pain is out of this world. The pain is out of this world. I shouted, I pleaded, I cried. After the deed was done, I had to pad myself up and went inside my hostel. I started bleeding. I bled for complete 6 days, heavily. And at the seventh day, blood clots was already coming out. I didn't know what it's all about, so I told them. I told one of them, and she told me that that's how it happens. That within few weeks it's going to subside, but mine did not subside. I started having a foul smell, so I told them about it, and they said they were going to buy some drugs for me, which they did. When they brought the drugs, I took some of them, and the thing did not stop. At this time, water was coming out from my body, from my private area, and the water was smelling so bad. I told them I wanted to go to the hospital. They told me it's not possible. That that's the last thing they would do is to take me to hospital. So when the thing got worse, I started having fever in school. That was how they called my mom to come and carry me from school. I didn't even know what to tell them that happened to me. When my mom took me to the hospital, the doctor excused my mom to attend to me, to examine me. He asked me what I did. I didn't tell him, but he told me that whatever that I did, that I have to speak up for him to help me. I begged him not to tell my mom about it, and he accepted. That was how this doctor told me I'm very beautiful. But because of fear and for the fact that I do not want my mom to know about it, I told the doctor that I was willing to be his girlfriend, just so he can treat me without telling my mom what is wrong with me. The doctor accepted and treated me. I got some medications, I went for a scan, I was treated, he concealed everything, and after I got better, I started sleeping with the doctor as well. After a few times, I took the doctor's number, and in school I would secretly call him. I graduated, left the school. In my own case, when I came out from there, I entered school, but my life continued. Sleeping with men, getting money, taking good care of myself. It became part of me. But one thing was, troubling me, because after that incident of using hanger on me, like every other thing I was doing, even the ones I wasn't, careful, I didn't use protection and all that, I never got pregnant again. I had to go to hospital just to check if everything was fine. I went for checkup, for scans and everything, and I was told that I had a problem with my womb. When I got married, I couldn't bear a child. I wasn't surprised. This is 10 years later. I'm still barren. I can't have a child. All because my mom didn't listen to me. All because my mother fought my daddy for accepting to change school. Oh, I just want my story to be out there. I just want people to be vigilant. I think my mom accepted to, change my school or even gave me a listening ear. I will not be in this situation right now. I will not be barren for life because of the reckless life that I lived in school. I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I can ever forgive myself.
This is actually a sad one. It's actually a sad one. All right. It's something that happens. It's not something we hear all the time. Of course, how many stories can we listen to? All right. But it's something that happens. I know that you've heard a thing or two about boarding schools. All right. And I have heard the thing or two also about boarding schools. And it's not always good. We've had major, stories break out about boarding schools in the past couple of years ago. I mean, these stories broke out about, the boys in the school that was bullied. So, till it was ended, you know what I'm saying? And it's really sad. It's really sad. But now let's take a look at this lady's story. Okay. And now, she said that her mother failed her. Okay. Let me just paraphrase, right? She said her mother failed her because she spoke to the mom and the mom did not see any need to do that. And that's why as mothers, we need to pray, to be sensitive, to be discerning. It's not easy to be a parent. Okay, it's not easy to be a parent. Now, someone, before I proceed, someone said in the comment section that parents who send their children to boarding schools are irresponsible. Well, I beg to, to say no to that, because, sometimes it's not easy. In the past, years back, it's not something that people really want to do. Okay, you see, most parents want to go like, I just want my child to be a day student. I want to be able to see what's going on in my child's life, because this woman is home, she's taking care of the family while the husband goes out to work. But right now, the both parents are working. Okay, both parents are working. Nobody is actually home taking care of the children. By the time the parents will come back, the children have gone to sleep. So, so they are like, you know what, just go to the boarding house so that I can focus on my career, so I can focus on my life, so I can, I can be more productive. Not as if they are not going to be productive when the children are around, but they just feel like, you know what, just go to the boarding house so that you can also be focused on your studies. You're not playing that, you're not playing that much as a day student. So there are different reasons why parents send their children to boarding house. All right. So it might not be, it's not 100%. No, I would not say it's been irresponsible. Okay. I will not say all parents, but I can say for most parents, it's not a sign, it's not a thing of irresponsibility on their part. It's just the way the system is right now. It's just the way the economy is right now. Okay. Now, so let's put that aside. Now, she said the mother failed her. Yes. Okay, because she spoke to the mom. I want to believe that what was running the woman's mind was, okay, I don't know if she has other siblings, okay, but you just go there and study every other person, because I think this is one thing we say. Every other person is going to this school. Why is your own different? Okay, because the parents would think that way, that every other person attends the school, but you are saying you don't want to go. But I'm going to say it here as a parent, when your child tells you something, okay, even if you think your child is rebellious, look into it. Try to find out why your child is telling you no, why your child is telling you I don't want to go. Don't just look at it and say, this is how my child is. He's lazy. I know he doesn't want to go. She doesn't want to do this and that. I know sometimes it comes to our minds, as parents, but sometimes you need to look into it. You need to look at it and you're like, that's what you need to understand. All right, that's what you need to understand. Okay, that is the part where the mother failed. Okay, this girl was telling you, I don't want to do this. And to tell you that for her to have even, she felt so alone. She felt that nobody, I mean, her parents would not even listen, because it seemed as if, I think it's a home where the woman mostly calls the shots. All right, because I think if it's a home where the both of them agree, the man and the woman, the man tries to let the woman see reasons as to why is agreeing that the girl should not go back to that school. You get what I'm saying? So she's feeling like, I think the mom is the dominating one. All right, so she's, even when she went to the doctor to get herself checked, she got taken advantage of. You know what? Instead of telling my mom about this, let me just start dating you and let me start sleeping with you. She rather sleeps with this man than talk to her mom about it. And it's actually sad. It's actually sad. All right. And yeah, so the mom didn't know better. She thought she was doing the child good. She thought, I just want you to be. Like I said, different people have different reasons as to why they send their children to the boarding house. All right. But in you wanting to give your child a better life, sometimes you can actually be ruining their lives. You want to look into it. When your child, I'm telling you, all right, when your child says, Mom, I'm not comfortable. Listen, the world of the past and the world right now are two different things. You cannot just take things for levity as parents. You cannot do that. When your child says, I don't like this uncle, even if the person is your brother, you say, for my child to say I don't like, you look into what that child is saying. Look into it. Don't just brush it off and say, she's always like that. It's always like that. And later you come out and you're crying. Why? So that's where I feel that this mother really failed this girl. And also the father, I think it's the both of them. All right. I think it's the both of them. All right. And someone was asking, is it university in the comment section? Nah, it's secondary school, it's high school. Okay. So it's not a university. All right. But I also think it comes to a point, if you're listening, you have a mind of your own. You have a mind of your own at the end of the day. I'm going to tell. Okay, so what about those who lost their parents very early? You need to get to that point. Listen, if you're a youngster listening to me, you need to come to that point where you make your own decisions. All right? You need to come to that point where you say yes, where you say no. Don't get so attached to your parents protecting you that you feel if they are not going to protect you, then you just have to give in to whatever. No. You know, there was this saying growing up, people used to say it like, if you don't beat them, you can join them. I tell people, I'm not going to beat you and I'm not going to join you. That's how you want to live your life. That's how you want to live your life. And if you're a youngster listening to me, you need to be sensitive and discerning. The fact that these people are, the fact that, listen, choose your friends. Don't allow people choose you as their friends. Be the one to choose that person as your friend. Even as adults, be the one to choose. You don't come to me and you tell me, Esther, you're going to be my friend. I said, nah, you don't choose me as your friend. I look at you. I look at your life. I look at your spiritual life. And I'm like, you know what? I think you're compatible to be friends with me. All right. So that's what you want to do. That's how you want to live. And I feel that as parents, we need to talk to our children. Let them know that I love you. You are loved. All right. You don't need to be friends with people you don't want to be friends with. Don't allow anybody bully you into being friends. Don't allow anybody pressure you into being friends. And let your children enjoy their own company. Because one thing that causes things like this is when they are not even comfortable with being with themselves. Even as adults, you will still see some of us make this mistake. You don't like to be with yourself. You can't just be alone. You want people around you. It's a problem. So you need to let your children enjoy their company. So when someone treats you like you are not worth it, you tell the person, well, I actually love my company. I'm not saying isolating yourself, that. No, I'm saying enjoy your own company. We have people that can't stay by themselves for a day, and it's a problem. And I'm telling you, it's a problem. All right. But at the end of the day, let me tell you, whether you have a parent or not, the ball is still in your court. You have a choice to make in life. You have a choice to make in life. So what is it going to be? All right, you can blame everybody all you want, but you have a choice to make in your life. Every decision you take today, there are consequences for it. The person luring you to come and smoke, the person luring you to come and do all sort of strange things, you can say no. You can reach out to somebody. You can talk to somebody. You have a choice to make. You have a choice to make, because no matter how much you blame every other person, you are the one that is still going to suffer. So what is it going to be? I want you to put your thought about this conversation in the comment section. You can drop an advice, just drop a saying for someone that might say it and that might actually bless the person. All right. Don't forget to give this video a like, kindly subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, be good. Jesus loves you, and bye for now.